Hey everybody, Billy. This is Gary, Astroboy058, Sharpen Your Axe. What I have here is a little job I've been doing since yesterday. I wanted to give you all a video about it. One of my good customers, longtime customer, Bob Creary, came in, and he's also one of the longtime customer, but he's also one of the best guitar players that walked through my front door. He's up there with 6th string in that area. Anyway, he said my Les Paul's not playing right. He gigs a couple times a week. He has a lot of guitars, but he likes to gig with this one. It's a studio, and it's nice. I've cleaned it all up and all. Nice little guitars, you know. He said it always sounded like it was out of tune, even when it was in tune. And he didn't do anything to it because he doesn't know how to work on them. He just plays them. And so he left it. And I noticed when I was looking at it while I was here, the string height was really high off the first fret. So I looked it over and I said, well, somebody's been here either fouling or they did a terrible job at the factory. And I said, called him up. I said, I need to replace this nut. I said, the nut's either wore out or it's the wrong one or whatever. But here it is. If y'all can see this, that's the old one. Somebody glued it in with wrong glue. If you use Elmer's glue, that won't happen. And you see how the difference, how the nut slots, one's longer than the other, and they're not wide enough. And so I went ahead and made a nut for it. I hate doing it. I kind of quit doing it, but sometimes I got to for certain customers. This is what the nut looked like before I touched it, worked on it. And here's the new one. Y'all can see this. And, you know, you gotta make these things work right, but you gotta make them look good. They gotta fit. They gotta fit right. See that? Got a little groove that sits down inside. I had to follow the top of it, back of it, side of it, everything just to make it fit in that groove. But I took my time. I didn't mess up. Sometimes I mess them up when I start over, but this one I didn't. Turned out really nice. I also leveled the frets on it, and polished them up, and that's got fret doctor on it now. It's not dry yet. But the nut on the guitar is so important. I mean, if it's not right, the guitar don't play right. And this thing, you make a D chord with this thing, and it was out of tune. I mean, that's how high it was. And when you want to know how to cut the slots in a nut when you're making, because like I say, here's what the nut looked like before. You can see the difference in the slots. They just kind of mark them for you. And what you do is I have nut files. You want to measure the fret height. I go just a hair higher than what the fret height is with a couple of feeler gauges, and then I want to add about 20 thousandths. And on the high side, I lower that down just a little bit, 18 or 16, about 20 thousandths on the low E side. And what you do is you add 20 thousandths to another feeler gauge to what the fret height. So I add 20 thousandths to what this one I think was 43 millimeters or 43 thousandths. 0.043, and I added 20 to it, so that's how deep the nut slots are supposed to be. And you just go ahead and do this and file the slots, and when your file hits the metal, your slot's deep enough. It's pretty simple. Of course, I had this all taped up with my ever popular blue painter's tape. Anyway, these take me a couple hours to do. Again, you can mess up a guitar if you don't do it right. But I took my time. I'm real proud of this one. Looks pretty good. I just did one for clay too, but it took me about 2 hours, but it turned out real well. But this is the thing I ought to play like a champ now. The nut, I just can't believe that's a Gibson nut. I mean, just look at that. I mean, it just doesn't look right. You know, look at that. I mean, one of them's longer than the other, not deep enough, they're at wrong angles. I think somebody got in here with a file and went to town. Also, on the Nashville Bridge, I had to go into the saddles there, and the grooves, I had to file the grooves a little bit and shape them back up because there was like 2 grooves on each saddle, like somebody missed when they filed it. And they kind of messed up the saddles, but I mean, it'll be fine now for a week. I ordered another Nashville Bridge for them, but the nut was the main culprit here. Anyway, there's my nut job. Wanted to show everybody Billy what it looks like. And hope y'all got something out of this. If you want to try to do this on yours, or your guitar needs a nut, you want to ask me some questions, I've done an awful lot of these. I can probably answer your question for you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later. Bye.